Hello everyone, I hope you're very well. Hope you're having a very nice day. Today we're going to be working on this not so little anymore guy. This blue juniper that we've been working on for the past couple of years. I think the last time we talk about this little guy is when we performed an air layer here because we wanted to replace the apex with a section of growth that had more branches. There were lots of areas within the main trunk that had no branches, no backs, and even though I tried to graft them, the grafts were not successful, mainly because of the very, very hot weather that we have where I live. And so I decided I was just gonna air layer it and replace the whole thing with this branch that we have right here. This one that we have right here. Yeah. So we can see that I already removed the air layer. Unfortunately, I did not record that. It was heat of the moment kind of things. And it was quite literally, because right now we are 102 degrees Fahrenheit. And so I just wanted to make sure that the foliage survived and that the air layer was successful. It was successful, it had rooted already. So I just wanted to make sure that the roots remain moist, the water in the the air layer was okay. So basically that it survived. I have it right here. I'm just going to show it to you real quick, and we can see that it's now transplanted. It's been a couple of weeks, but we can see that it's still green, still nice. The foliage still looks good. So that is a sign that the roots have taken already. It's planted in nice bonsai soil, and the other juniper that I also air layered was also successful, and we have that little branch that we removed from that other tree here. And I'm also going to be working on that one. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in this video, or if I'm going to record another one. But yeah, it's a nice thing that I got basically another tree on its own, and nice cuttings from the other tree. So anyway, let's go back to the tree. As I was saying, now what we got to do is remove this. Basically I'm gonna cut as much as I can from this little point. I'm gonna basically remove all of this, and I'm gonna try to hollow out this section here so that it's easier to bend. It's gonna be basically couple, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 months operation, but I think it's gonna be worth it. As we can see right now, it looks decent already. The girth of the base is kind of nice. Yeah, it could do with a little bit of pruning, but this tree is, I really like how it's developing, and yeah, it's gonna look nice. So in order to do that, I'm gonna prune, like I said, section over there. And I'm also going to use a Dremel tool. I have it right here. So it's gonna be one of those videos. I'm not going to show you the whole process because I think it's going to be super noisy, but I am going to show you when I cut the main little section that I'm going to remove, and then I will show you what it looks like after I rectify it with the Dremel tool. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I went in with the pruners and I removed most of that little stop, and we can see that it's going to be much easier to bend now. The most curious thing about this is that I get to count the rings on the little trunk, and you can see that it's, I don't know, can you see it? It's like 1, 2, let me just focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years. This is 9 years old. So in bonsai years, this is just a baby. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So that's the first part. Now comes the Dremel tool. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it's finished. Okay. So that's as far as I want to go. For the moment, we can see that I've managed to hollow out a little bit of that section, and now we can see that it'll be easier to bend that little section, that branch that we have here up, yeah, upwards. So yeah, it's like I said, it's not going to be a one-time kind of operation. It's going to take a couple of months, but what I am going to do now is I'm going to place the wire. I use steel wire to do most of the bends, especially when it's a big powerful bend. So I'm gonna apply it right now, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it's already in position. Okay, so there we got the wire in place. You can see that it's maybe not the best placement, because you're trying to support the area behind, or at least where you're going to exert a lot of pressure when it comes to the bend. But I think me hollowing this out is going to make things much easier, and it's not going to look as forced when the tree starts to heal. Anyway, so there we have it. We can see that the wire is in place. What I'm going to do, since I'm recording with one hand and I only have one hand free, I'm just going to pause the video, and I'm going to do the first little movement upwards. Yeah, so the first little pressure movement to direct it upwards. It's only going to be the first one, so I'm gonna continue to do this in the following months, especially during the summer, since it's a period of time during the year where the tree is less active because of the heat. And so in the coming months, it's gonna look better when this is completely redirected to be the new apex. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it's finished. Okay, after a bit of consideration, I decided to change the wiring a little bit. You can see that it's now covering, it's covering the section that we hollowed out, and you can see a little bit of bruising here and there, but nothing major. The tree's gonna make it. And we can see that now the apex is beginning to take its position, right? We can see that it's, it's slowly coming along. And in the future, when we got it definitely in place, we'll be able to select all of the branches that we want. And now we'll just have to be very careful with the branches that we have and not leave any big spaces where we have no foliage at all. Yeah. So like I said, this is going to be an ongoing process. This is going to be, something that we do over the next couple of months, but this is an auspicious beginning. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for watching. If you want to see the evolution of this tree, you can see my other videos. Please leave any comments, doubts, questions, anything down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.